English football has never been more popular globally, yet paradoxically, it's never been more inaccessible to the very fans who built the sport. At the heart of this contradiction lies one company, SkySports. What started as innovation has become stagnation. What promised choice has delivered monopoly, and what claimed to grow the game has actually priced out its most loyal supporters. In 1992, SkySports made the deal that would reshape English football forever. When the newly formed Premier League put its television rights up for auction, Sky didn't just outbid ITV and Granada, they obliterated them. ITV's offer was substantial, around £18 million per season, but Sky came in with an audacious £304 million over 5 years, nearly £61 million per season. It wasn't just about money, it was about vision. While terrestrial television saw football as programming, Sky saw it as the foundation of an entire business model. This wasn't competition, it was financial warfare. Sky had the backing of Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation and the luxury of being a subscription service. They could afford to lose money initially because they knew football would drive satellite dish sales and monthly subscriptions for decades to come. Granada and ITV simply couldn't compete with a company that was willing to treat football not as profit center, but as loss leader for an entire media empire. When digital television arrived in the late 1990s, Sky's strategy became even more ruthless. They didn't just want to compete in the digital space, they wanted to control it entirely. ITV Digital, backed by Granada and Carlton, launched as OnDigital in 1998, attempting to challenge Sky's dominance. They secured Football League rights and tried to position themselves as the terrestrial alternative. But Sky's response was swift and devastating. Sky slashed prices, bundled packages, and used their Premier League content as a weapon. They could afford to operate at a loss because they had the cash reserves and the long-term vision. ITV Digital couldn't sustain the financial pressure and collapsed in 2002, taking several Football League clubs to the brink of bankruptcy in the process. This wasn't just business competition, it was the elimination of competition itself. Sky emerged not just as the winner, but as the only player left standing. Today, Sky Sports operates what is essentially a monopoly over premium English football content. Yes, BT Sport and Amazon Prime have carved out small portions of Premier League rights, but Sky still controls the lion's share of matches and dictates the market. This lack of genuine competition has created exactly what economic theory predicts: higher prices, reduced innovation, and customers with no meaningful alternatives. Sky's sports packages now cost upwards of £40 per month, and that's before you factor in the base subscription costs. Compare this to other markets with healthy competition. In streaming, Netflix competes with Disney+, Amazon Prime, and dozens of others, driving innovation and keeping prices reasonable. In mobile phones, multiple networks compete fiercely for customers. But in football broadcasting, Sky faces no real threat to their dominance. When there's no competition, there's no incentive to truly serve customers. Sky can increase prices annually, knowing fans have nowhere else to go. They can schedule matches at inconvenient times for match-going supporters, knowing television revenue trumps all other considerations. Perhaps nowhere is Sky's declining judgment more evident than in their continued obsession with Manchester United. For decades, Sky's coverage has been disproportionately focused on United, based on the assumption that they remain English football's global draw. This strategy made sense in the 1990s and 2000s, when United dominated both domestically and internationally. They were the English club with the biggest global fan base, particularly in Asia and America. Sky built much of their international content strategy around United's appeal. But football has moved on and Sky hasn't. Manchester City's success, Liverpool's resurgence, Arsenal's young fan base, and even Newcastle's new ambitions have shifted the landscape. More importantly, younger fans, particularly in Asia, are increasingly drawn to clubs with exciting, attacking football and social media-savvy players, not just historical success. Sky's coverage still treats United as the main character in every Premier League story, even when they're struggling in mid-table. This isn't just editorially questionable, it's commercially short-sighted. Sky's international partners and advertisers are paying for access to the most popular clubs, not the most historically significant ones. The real victims of Sky's Stranglehold aren't other broadcasters, they're the fans themselves. Sky's pricing strategy has created a two-tier system where watching your team regularly requires significant disposable income. A full Sky Sports package costs over £500 per year. For a family, that's a substantial financial commitment just to watch football. But it gets worse when you consider that Sky doesn't show every match. Many games are only available through additional services like Amazon Prime or BT Sport. Meanwhile, actually attending matches has become prohibitively expensive for many working-class fans, the very people who built English football culture. Premier League ticket prices have risen far faster than inflation, driven partly by Sky's television money, creating a premium atmosphere where clubs prioritize revenue per seat over accessibility. The result? Fans are turning to illegal streaming in unprecedented numbers. Sky's own research suggests that illegal streaming of Premier League matches has increased by over 400% in the past decade. When legitimate access costs £50 plus per month and illegal access costs nothing, the choice becomes obvious for many supporters. This creates a vicious circle. As more fans turn to illegal streaming, Sky's subscription numbers plateau or decline. Their response isn't to lower prices or improve access. It's to increase prices for remaining subscribers and lobby for harsher enforcement against illegal streaming. Sky spent millions on legal action and anti-piracy measures, money that could have been invested in making their service more accessible or affordable. They've turned their own customers into adversaries, treating every football fan as a potential pirate, rather than recognizing that their pricing strategy has created the problem. English football deserves better than this. Other countries have found ways to balance commercial success with fan accessibility. Germany's Bundesliga maintains affordable ticket prices and reasonable television access. France ensures that key matches remain on free-to-air television. The solution isn't to destroy SkySports, but to create genuine competition. This means regulatory intervention to prevent any single broadcaster from controlling too large a share of rights. It means ensuring that some premium matches return to free-to-air television. And it means recognizing that football is not just entertainment, it's cultural heritage that belongs to communities, not corporations. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.
Right, okay. Well,
because some of us don't have a dish.
Yeah, but we can get a job with Alan Sugar, you know. Alan Sugar may give us a job.
Well, as a rep knocking out dishes, yeah.
Right.
Can you give me an example?
All sorts of things. Like lots of people, there'll be all sorts of things that I would have wanted as a kid that I couldn't have, right? Famously, Sky TV.
Okay.
So that was something that we never had growing up, actually.